Jingle bells, jingle all. Keep the change, you filthy animal. The uncivilized, ugly Christmas sweater, also known as a crew neck sweatshirt, will be available to purchase this upcoming Wednesday, December 13th, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. MrFormerSimpson.com. 65 bucks. Sizes small to 3XL. This is actually our most limited uncivilized piece to date. You know, because it's a Christmas thing and, you know, it's different than a regular release. But we did want to do something special for Christmas, and I think it turned out really, really dope. By the way, this is fully embroidered right here. Look at the gingerbread man. Fully embroidered. This is an official 9.7 ounce champion crew neck. So really, really nice quality. And we're super happy with the way they turned out. So that is that. Now, today we're going to talk about some basketball sneakers. Which is something, you know, Buckets and I, being basketball players, we play all the time. We've been playing our whole lives. Basketball sneakers is always, it's nice because you have shoes for style and fashion and comfort and all that stuff. And some of those things are factors on court too. But a sneaker that you're really going to get out there and really put to the test, it's kind of it adds a different feel, it adds a different element. So, the Kyrie 4. I've been getting a ton of tweets and Snapchats and Instagram comments and emails and everything about this sneaker. Now, we don't have them yet. A lot of people have been asking you about the sneaker. Whenever you guys ask us stuff, we really do listen, we really do pay attention. You know, if there's a sneaker you really want to hear our thoughts on, or you really want us to talk about or get our hands on or, you know, discuss, we do listen to what you have to say. I want you to know that. So, the Kyrie 4, by popular demand. Here it is. So, these will cost 120 bucks. Still a great price point. Especially for a Nike basketball sneaker. Now, full disclosure, I've not been the biggest fan of the Kyrie line for one reason and one reason only. The cushioning. The cushioning is not anywhere near as good as the LeBron or the KD line. At least the KD line as of late. And so, me being a bigger dude, you know, I'm 6'7", 225, and I've had some different knee stuff. So I like that cushioning. To me is first and foremost, and it's not the case with everybody. You know, Buckets, for example, you like cushioning, but that's not the main thing. You know, for me it is the main thing. So the Kyrie has really been lacking in that department. Basketball is a grueling sport. The pounding that your joints take, even before you can feel it, even when you're, you know, 14, 15, 16 years old, before you can feel that, it is still wear and tear, it is still pounding. So I think every player, regardless of size, regardless of, you know, knee history, ankle history, any of that stuff, I think that people should, all of that stuff, I think that cushioning is really, really important and really overlooked a lot of times. So that's my problem with the Kyrie line. Now, there's zoom in the heel here, right? And then nothing in the forefoot again. So my guess is I'm not going to like that. If you're somebody who likes the LeBron and the KD type cushioning, you're probably not going to like the Kyrie 4 in that aspect.
There's a trade-off, though. There's a big trade-off.
There is a big trade-off.
Court feel is phenomenal.
Court feel should be really good.
And the traction is always Nike's best traction sneaker.
Yeah, by far, I'd agree.
The traction, like, comes up onto the upper.
Well, it comes up, like, kind of onto the midsole area there. You know, and it's funny because when Kyrie does some of those, you know, stop, pullback moves, and you see like a still picture of it, his whole sneaker is like rolled over. It's like literally like on some like Spider-Man running up a wall level. Just to rewind just a little bit, and Buckets mentioned court feel. Also responsiveness, which is different than court feel. I don't know how many of you can relate, but if you have like, if you were trying to jump off like a sponge, for example. Now, I'm exaggerating to prove a point, but you wouldn't get as much bounce because as you went to explode off of that sponge, you would sink in. It's not firm enough to give you that quick explosion. So with some LeBrons and with some Boost sneakers, especially early on, it wasn't firm enough to give you that explosive spring that you could get in a sneaker like this. So these will be very responsive, I can guarantee it, because there's nothing there in that forefoot. So there's not really impact protection, but there will be responsiveness. That I can guarantee. So, and then now let's come back forward to the traction, which has been phenomenal on all the Kyries. And so that's a really big thing. And Kyrie's have been, you know, really good in the lockdown department as well, and it makes sense. All these sneakers, and we say this over and over again, but you have to look at the player who they're making the sneaker for. Yes, the objective is to sell pairs to the masses.
Yeah.
But it's still a sneaker for that player, right? If he can't hoop in them, how do they market them? How do they show them? How do they, you know?
Yeah, the whole thing is out the window.
Exactly. They want the player to be playing basketball in the sneaker. So if it was a sneaker that Kyrie hated, you know, like just imagine LeBron trying to play in the Kyrie sneaker and Kyrie trying to play in the LeBron sneaker.
Terrible.
I'm sure neither one of them would like that.
Yeah.
Just because of how they're built. You know, Kyrie, the way he plays, he's not an above the rim guy. So, but he is changing directions and shifting here and shifting there and super quick and obviously a ridiculous ball handler. So he needs that lockdown. He needs that traction. And not that every player doesn't need it, but like you said, there's trade-offs.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to make something super great in the impact protection department, you're going to lose some court feel.
Yeah.
That's just the way it goes. So, you know, when they really nail it,
It's a balance.
They get a great balance. So I expect the lockdown to be good, again, because they've not changed the model all that much.
No, I like kind of this seamless evolution of the sneaker. I always like that in the signature line.
So I think that they've done well with that,
Yeah.
With the Kyrie line. And so I think the Kyrie 4 is going to be very strong where the Kyrie models that have come prior have been strong.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be weak where it's been weak, which is basically just impact protection.
Yeah.
That's been the only weakness, really. Those are my initial thoughts on the sneaker. I am excited to get a pair in hand. I don't think I'm going to play a ton in them. I know Buckets will play in them a lot more than I will. But whenever there's a new basketball sneaker, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, it's exciting to me because I am a basketball player, and it's just cool to see the new signature models. I've been playing basketball since I was a little kid, and I can remember Penny Hardaway. It was, you know, whenever those Nike signature sneakers come out, it's just there's some excitement around that being a basketball player.
Yeah.
These release sometime in December. This is around the time when the Kyrie sneaker, usually around Christmas time.
Yeah.
Don't have an exact release date, but $120, great price point, and I think that that's cool that Nike gives, you know, everyone's budget for a pair of sneakers is different. So I like the fact that they have some different options there. There are our thoughts. Now, before I get out of here, for those of you who watched the entire video, I purposely didn't mention this in the beginning of the video. For those of you who watched the entire video, Buckets and I have talked for a while about how we can connect with those of you who tune in regularly and really support us and really rock with us. Like, people have asked us why we don't do more giveaways. We do giveaways. We've given away a ton of sneakers, have we not?
Yeah.
I mean, a ton. But we just don't put it on the channel. We give it to people who interact with us regularly on Twitter, who interact with us regularly on Instagram, or who we see commenting on the videos consistently. So what we want to do is we want to get all of those people, those of you who rock with us fully. The Wolf Pack.
I don't
No
like
Wolf Pack?
Foamy's homies.
Foamy's homies. Gang, gang, gang. Wolf Pack's kind of cool. We are going to put together an email list, and what that will entail, what that will include is we will email you when we post a new video. You can decide to watch it or not watch it. That's another thing. Sometimes YouTube doesn't even post our videos to the subscriber feeds. People will hit me up, yo, Foamy, I haven't seen the video on this sneaker, and it's a sneaker that we already did, and they're like, oh, it didn't even pop up on my subscriber feed. So it'll get rid of all of that, and then you can decide to watch the video or not. You don't have to watch every single video. If it's something you want to see, you can watch it. If not, you don't have to. But we will send you the link when we post a new video. We will also do probably at least every other week, we will do some sort of giveaway. Not here on the channel, only the people who are signed up to our email list. And we will do some early access to some Uncivilized stuff. We're just going to really start rewarding and start giving back and start supporting those who give us that, right? Because it's like, you know, if you have 10 people and 3 of those people support the shit out of you and the other 7 is kind of just like, you know, whatever. When we give something, or when we do something really cool, or when we give some sort of, you know, early look or some act, whatever it is, we want the people who fully support us to kind of get the benefits of that. So that's it. So there will be a link in the description to where you can sign up and give us your email address, and then you will be officially part of the Foamies Homies gang. So that is all I have. This is Buckets, the silence behind the violence. Man, a few words. We have huge news coming very, very soon. Those who sign up for the email list will get that news first. This is Buckets. I am Foamy. We are out of here.